Reaching the end of Pyre is effortless. No, I don't mean to say that it's a cakewalk or mindless or whatever other description you were thinking of. What I mean is, the way that Pyre is structured and the pace at which it moves makes playing through to the end feel, well, effortless. And it's not the first game from this studio to feel that way. Pyre is the third game developed and published by Supergiant Games. Now, if you aren't familiar with their work so far, you really should be. They've made Lightning Strike not once or twice, but 3 times now. It started with Bastion, then Transistor, and now Pyre. The 3 titles share some things in common, like beautiful visuals and amazing soundtracks, but perhaps the best quality of all is just how well they flow as you play. Bastion has thrilling, edge-of-your-seat combat sections and a smooth voiced narrator. Transistor has stunning visuals, jaw-dropping music, and an upgrade system that encourages creativity. But let's focus on Pyre, as I feel that it's the best out of the 3 when it comes to putting the player into a state of flow. Pyre achieves this by always giving you something to do without it feeling overwhelming. Much like any other RPG, there's always some task that needs to be taken care of. However, here it's different because the things that you're doing are varied and interesting, which is a stark contrast to some other games I've played recently, namely Mass Effect Andromeda and Horizon Zero Dawn. Before someone out there gets all riled up and makes a beeline for the comment section, I'm not saying that those games are bad, they're simply examples. In Andromeda, there were many times where I felt that I was completing side quests simply to check them off of a list, and not because I wanted to see how they played out. As for Horizon, there were moments between story beats where it felt like I'm just following an objective marker rather than being compelled to move forward. Compare those to Pyre, which has me spending hour after hour in its world because I'm constantly feeling engaged. It's because the campaign is segmented in such a way that there's always something interesting after each click. You're never too far away from the next right, and along the way you'll choose between splits in the path that offer different things. You might step out with one of the characters to search for an item or pay respects at an altar. You might even come across a brand new character and have them join your roster, which adds an entirely new playstyle to try out. Even when you reach your destination, there's something to do before you start the rite. There might be someone to talk to, or a new item in the shop, or a character's trial to complete. Pyre presents all of these options to you basically one at a time, and by doing so, it avoids weighing you down with too many options, and it keeps things feeling fresh. There are other things about Pyre that help to emphasize the game's flow, such as the absolutely brilliant soundtrack from Darren Korb. It has a great variety of musical styles ranging from minstrel-style folk tunes to an all-out punk rock track. Every piece has its spot in the story and perfectly matches the current mood. Music in games is a very important tool used to help draw players into the world, and Darren Korb is an absolute master of the craft. Pyre is an amazing game from top to bottom. Supergiant's track record had me excited to play this game from the moment it was announced, but I had no idea that I would end up enjoying it this much. The fact that it's so easy to spend hours playing it is possibly the biggest reason why. The way it flows so naturally is going to keep me invested during multiple journeys through the downside.